What's up, Luke? Luke, how's my audio, dog? Crystal clear or is it shaky? What's up, Boo Boo? Zach Spade, what's good, dog? I'm glad you guys are in here. I really am. What's up, Mr. Reaction? Little payday. Can you guys hear me pretty clear? Yeah, I'm rolling up right now. Can you hear me pretty clear? I might need to take this mic off. Great. Okay, cool. This stream might hurt some feelings. This one might hurt some feelings. And it is what it is. Yeah. Let's give it a minute. Let some notifications go out before I have to repeat myself. Because this is time for Kurt to do some venting about a couple things that are bothering me. Like I said, it's probably going to hurt some feelings. There's probably going to be some broken hearts. But it is what it is. It is what it is. And some people need to hear this. I'm just trying to focus on not dropping all this out of this blunt. I have kept my mouth shut for a while. And it's time that I talk about it. Because it definitely has become a problem. Not just for the people I support, but it has become a problem for me now. What's up, Larissa? Oh, hey, tomorrow, I'm not sure if it's going to be at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard or 7. I'm doing an Upchurch stream with Loke Wolf. Me and Wolf are going live together, and we're going to do an Upchurch stream. We're going to talk. We're going to chop it up, listen to some Upchurch, and jam out. So you guys want to stop by? That'd be cool. All right. So I'm trying to think of a way to say it without being completely disrespectful, because I know it's going to hurt some feelings. And it is what it is. But let me give you guys a little background on me. If you don't know. If you don't know, you're about to know. Hang on till I roll myself a smoke. So let me tell you guys a little bit about myself real quick. When I started doing YouTube, I was really green, as they would say. I was a rookie. And I got involved in the true crime community. Right? And I caught a lot of haters. I had hundreds of people restreaming my videos, talking trash, criticizing me, downing me, making me feel less than. Well, they were trying to. And at the time, I had a lot of supporters who reached out to me and were like, yo, don't give them no attention. Don't show them no energy. That's what they want. That's what they want. And it took some time for me to really understand that. But I did it, bro, and I rolled with it. I kept my mouth shut and my head down. I didn't give a fuck who talked about me, what they said about me, what they thought about me. It did bother me at times because I felt like these people don't even know me and they're judging me off of somebody else's opinion. I'm like, man, fuck that. I'll never be like that. I've never been like that. So it made it even more so. Like, I'm not gonna not like you because somebody else doesn't like you. Like, and that's being real. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's being real. Like, I'm not, just because so-and-so don't like you and they're my friend don't mean I'm not going to like you. And I had a lot of people, bro. I had a lot of people reach out to me and give me that advice. You know what I'm saying? And it was hard, bro. Like I had a lot of people coming at me every day, all day, from different platforms, big, small, non-existent. Like they were every which way, right? And I always said, like, I will never bring this to the music community. In fact, when I started doing true crime and I realized that I was getting some traction, I was gaining some attention, I was doing live streams with Up Church, and there was a lot of new faces in my chat, I decided that I was going to do a 16-bar challenge to help get these artists more exposure, because now I have a large influx of people coming. So rather than do one reaction every, day or so, I figured if I did 34 16-bar challenges, 34 entries or 30 entries or whatever, it would help these new people, good or bad, find new music, right? And that's what I did. And I freaking, I really took pride in that. And don't get me wrong, I troll. To this day, I troll. To this day, I'm an asshole. But I will never bring that negativity to one of my friends. Never. Like, I'll never push it off on somebody else. I'll never drag them into my drama. I just won't. If I can't handle it, then I shouldn't have started it. So this is where I'm at, bro. Like, there's been some crazy shit going on in YouTube, and it never really infiltrated into my circle of people. It was always a different community. Hey, no, I appreciate it, Zach. No. So let me get to what I'm saying, bro, because this is some real shit. So it started to trickle into the community. I appreciate you, boo-boo. Started to trickle into the community through a certain platform, and I'm not going to call any names because I don't think that that's bashing somebody on the internet or bashing somebody because they fucked up. It's not cool. You know what I mean? Especially, I support some of these people, and I know these people are better than this. You know what I'm saying? I know it. There's a few bad apples, and it's rotten the whole batch. Like, a few bad apples come in from a couple different directions and help these people forget why they were on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that I support, and this is like Local Wolf. I'll tell you this. Local Wolf is my dog. I've been following this dude from the time I started doing YouTube. He's always been about the music. He's always kept it 100. He's never really strayed away from why he was doing YouTube. And that's very respectable for me, very commendable. Like, I see a lot of people, they see the clout, they see the exposure of drama. They see that, you can go anywhere in a drama community, right? In a troll community, and you can see the amount of support that some of these live streams get bashing people, right? And it is what it is, bro. Like, that's what their channel is built on. That's what they do. I can't knock them for that, right? But what's happening is a lot of these people believe that they can use this drama, use this negativity as a way to garner attention. Like, they need the pat on the back or the like that has now become the motivation, right? That's become the motivation. So for me, the motivation is hearing people like Buckeye Creeker tell me how he would have never known any of these artists if it wasn't for me. Or I've heard Elise say it. I've heard Libby say it. I've heard a lot of people really be grateful for the fact that I share independent artists, right? So I got 48 people in here. I got 11 likes. Come on, do your boy a favor and hit the like button. But anyway, it really upsets me now. And I used to just keep my mouth shut because it was never really affecting the people around me. But all this diss and shit and all this nonsense across this community, like, bro, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Why can't we all just kind of like support one another? You know what the crazy thing is, dude, is a lot of us are a lot alike. We are. We're a lot alike in so many different ways. And I think that people get caught up in trying to be better than somebody else, or trying to be smarter or more financially stable. I mean, yo, it's crazy to think that we come on YouTube to argue with people. You know what I mean? That was always a thing in the troll community, but it was never something in this music community. Never. Never. You know what I mean? And look, these independent artists need us, especially if you're a content creator, you're a reactor, if you're a live music streaming channel, if you're a loyal fan that shares posts and stuff. Think about when you post things, or when you go on a panel, or when you say things, because it really does affect your success. There's artists in this genre that pay a lot of attention to what happens on YouTube. And when they're constantly seeing you in these internet beefs, it really takes the integrity of your channel away. Yes, we're all similar, Bulldog. I agree. And look, I understand disagreements. I understand beefs. Like, there's people on the internet that I have problems with, but you're not going to hear me. Well, every now and then, I can get irritated and maybe speak on a situation, but I'll never come on the internet to yell at somebody for pissing me off. And I think everything I went through in the true crime community molded me to have that. Isn't Ryan in a lot of beefs though? Well, Carrie, let me challenge that. Ryan says what Ryan's got to say, and Ryan gets the fuck out of there. Ryan doesn't fester on it, and Ryan doesn't completely evolve his channel to focus on that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I appreciate that, Alpha Tyler. Drama sells and people won't walk away from it. Unfortunately, people keep staying in drama because it gets more attention than this path. Bro, that's why I'm talking about this tonight. Thank you, Alpha Tyler. That is exactly why I'm speaking about this, because I've been paying attention for a few months at when somebody's sharing something positive, something dope, some fire music, bro, a really good, enjoyable time, they don't get much support. If somebody's dogging somebody or talking bad on them, bro, they get all the support in the world. They get likes, they get comments, they get engagement. It's absolutely mind-blowing. It's not winning for me. It's not going to win me over, is what my point is. That's why I wanted to talk about this, because it's not, nobody is going to be able to send me anything that's going to make me want to talk about somebody, especially my friends, for clout, for attention. And I'm saying this right now, and I'm going to talk to Vic about this later on. After, I think Yucky Banks is up for a possible win on the duel. After I do Stone Miller's interview, and if Yucky Banks wins, I'll honor that one. But after that, until this shit calms down, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not playing these games with my channel. I'm not playing these games with my supporters. I love the people that subscribe to my channel. I love independent hip hop. I love independent music. I love music. I don't love drama. I fucking hate drama. I hate it. My mom taught me something when I was a young kid, and it's always stuck with me. Say what you got to say and move the fuck on. You're not going to change somebody's opinion on you by downing them and talking nasty to them. It's never going to happen. They want that attention. They want you to break your, what do they call it? Break character and go after them. That's what they want. It's what they live for. They live for that attention. I'm not doing it no more. And I see it. I see the negativity in comments everywhere, right? And that's what's starting to affect me, is that I'm seeing a lot of people that have been friends for a long time just destroy their channel because they're mad at somebody else for somebody else's opinion. 2 to 3 years ago, I was happy to engage in the nonsense. Around 2 years ago, I told everyone I was done with it. Views dropped consistently since. 100% sad, 100% visible. People got to want change. Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. And it's true. If you're a content creator and you've ever engaged in the drama, you've ever been around the drama, you know that the drama is going to bring you views. That's what it does. But if you really are doing YouTube for another reason other than being a drama king or a drama queen, you'll find other avenues to grow your channel. You'll find people that really like you for you, but you have to remain you. Once you no longer are the person who you are, it's visible by so many people. Like this is my thing, and I'm going to use myself as an example. I've got myself into situations where I've went after people, I've yelled and screamed at people, I've lost my mind at people, right? And I learned that it doesn't do anything. It does absolutely nothing. It makes me more upset and more pissed off, and they still don't like me. Yeah, hey, Alpha Tyler, bro. I wish that, this is what I wish. I wish that YouTube was a place where you could disagree and move on. That's it. That's all I wish it was, because plenty of people don't like the music I share. Plenty of people don't like the artists I support. Plenty of people don't like the friends I have. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. That to me is the least of my concerns, right? But when the people that I support and the people that I stand behind start doing shit that I don't stand for, I got to just get out of it. You know what I mean? I got to get out of it. I got to get away from it. I got to get as far away from it as I possibly can. I have to. One of the most liberating things to realize is that not everyone's going to like me. Yeah, it's not possible. I don't want everybody to like me. If everybody likes me, then I'm not me. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm changing and I'm molding myself to conform to what people want to like. You know what I mean? Not everybody believes in smoking weed, but I do. So I'm going to get a whole bunch of haters that don't like smoking weed. And I'm okay with that. I accept that. I said it last night, and I mean this. Nothing makes me more happy when I turn a hater into a supporter, right? And the reason being is because 9 times out of 10, somebody's hating on you because they either envy you or they don't understand you, right? It's one or the other. If you don't understand somebody, right, then you're never going to understand them. You're going to think, man, this dude's fucking outside of his mind, right? If you can relate to somebody, if you can look at them and go, man, his integrity is intact. He's a good dude. He makes bad choices every now and then, but he always comes back to center. You know what I'm saying? He always comes back to center. He always realizes, bro, I fucked up. Admit when he fucks up and moves on. That's the type of person I like being around. I like people that fuck up. I like people that have been in trouble. I stand on this. I would rather be friends with a person that has fucked up in their life, been all the way on the bottom, and figured it out and is now on the way back. You know what I mean? Because they know what it's like to fail and then start all over. They know what it's like to admit when they were wrong and have to right their wrongs. I don't want to be friends with somebody that has never done nothing wrong. I don't want to be friends with somebody that's never done, never failed in life. Because chances are when they fail, they deflect, right? Most people, the first couple times they fail, it's never their fault. Every time I've ever failed, it's been my fault. You know what I mean? So I don't want nobody, and I'm going to make this crystal clear. I don't care if you got something to send to me because you think it's going to make me happy because you're arguing with somebody. If you think it's going to change my opinion on said person because you're in a disagreement with them, don't send it to me. Don't send it to me, because eventually what's going to happen is I'm going to start to fit. And I'm telling you now, because I know the type of person I am. I'm going to end up fucking calling you out. You know what I'm saying? I was close today. I was going to come on here and start calling names and fucking being an ass. But I realized that is exactly what I'm against, because I know nobody is going to be like, oh yeah, Captain Kirk, you're right, bro. I got to stop doing that. They can fester on it and think about it. And if you think it's about you, it probably is. So do your self-inventory, figure out what you got to change, and change that. And quit pushing this shit in different communities. Like, and I'm going to say this, bro. Leave Vic's fucking show out of it, dude. Vic is my dog. Vic has never been about the drama. Vic has never wanted the drama ever, bro. He loves music. He loves the community. He loves his people, bro. He don't love this drama shit. He does this shit. He busts his ass doing these duels and these country rap report, because he believes in the independent artist, independent country rapper. He don't do this because he's giving you guys a platform to fucking argue with people. I don't even go in there no more. And Vic's like my best friend. I don't want to be in there. I don't want to feel some type of way because I see people that have been friends for over a year arguing and bickering and bitching about some irrelevant shit, dude. I gotta light this blunt. I had to do this. I wasn't gonna do this because I feel like it's negative, but I know me, and if I don't say something and I don't make it known that this is how I feel, I'm gonna keep getting these fucking messages. I'm gonna keep getting these diss tracks sent to me. I'm not reacting to your diss track. I'm not engaging in your diss track. I don't care about your diss track. You shouldn't care about your diss track. If a motherfucker disses you, diss him back and keep going. You know what I mean? Quit being such a baby. Quit fucking crying about it. And I'm not saying this directly at any one individual whatsoever. There's both sides are firing off at each other. And I'm going to tell you this, bro. That community, and you know who I'm talking about, they're trolls. They're trolls. They've been trolls. It's been a troll community they just happen to play music. You know what I'm saying? So they keep coming over and Vic shit. And the problem is, dude, I'll be real with you, is a lot of people come over here looking for attention. That's what it is. A lot of people come over here looking for attention, looking for clout. What's up, Huntress? What's up, Perplex? Who else we got in there? Ghost Devil. Zach Spade. Like for real, like Zach Spade. Last night, I was in a community, right? And I shared Zach in damn it, how did I just forget his name? The dude that sounds like freaking Tupac. I shared him in a community. Zach and man, what is the dude's name? Search for the C. It's a weird spelling of it. Not Currency. What is it, Zach? Who did you just do that Pac and M song with? Pac and M did what did they do? I'm chasing clout, or am I? No, that's fuck, dude. I can't remember his name. Anyway, bro, start sharing the music again, bro. Let's get back to the music, man. I know that this troll shit is fun. I know it is, but look out for your supporters, bro. I see fans. I see normal people that are in the chat fighting with normal people in the chat. Like you can't even support your people anymore without getting hate. People are afraid to comment. You know what I mean? People are afraid to comment on a video because they're afraid that certain people are going to see the comment and argue. And I've said this from the jump, bro. I don't give a fuck who you don't like. I will go wherever I want. Wherever I want. However I want. I'll leave comments. I'll like it. I'll share it. I'll do what I want. You're not going to change that. Exactly, baby. I support an independent artist. I support the independent YouTuber. I support the fan that needs music. I support people that come to this platform for a place to have human interaction, to have friendships. You know what I'm saying? Casanova, yes, Casanova the Don is exactly what I was talking about. Appreciate you, boo boo. Casanova the Don and Zach Spade. I shared them the other night in a community they're not music, but they're more like games and hang out and shoot the shit, and they're getting affected by trolls. You know what I mean? It's like, stand up for what you believe in. Oh, Khalifa Kush. I got me some Khalifa Kush. Stand up for what you believe in and don't fucking fall for nobody. Don't destroy your channel. Don't destroy your credibility. Don't destroy your credibility as a fan because you want attention. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. I see it every day, man. And look, I'll be real with you. I've had it affect me. Alpha Tyler's in here, and I'll say this, bro. I've been hoping that someday I'll have the chance to interview Mises. But I believe because of some of the things that I've maybe done on the internet, whether it be arguing with people or whatever, I think that people second guess it because they don't want that negativity to follow me. I'm not a negative person, but sometimes I attach myself to negativity, and the negativity follows me like a magnet, bro. Like a magnet, really does. And look, I have to accept that, bro. I have to say, okay, that's the problem. We'll correct it. And this is me trying to help maybe somebody struggling with this. You know what I mean? You don't know you have a problem until you can admit that you have a problem. And I always said, and I will admit this, that I had a problem with what people would say about me, right? I didn't think that they should be able to say whatever the fuck they want. But then, hold on, I want to see what it said, Perplex. What did they say? I'm sorry, they cancel your credit card, Perplex. Yeah, fuck that. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I had to admit that I did some wrong in my life, bro. You know what I'm saying? I had to admit that I did some bullshit in my life, and I maybe never get forgiven from it. Maybe I never have friendships that I once had because of things that I've done in my past. But you can either dwell on it or you can learn from it. Hey, Alpha Tyler, I believe in that, bro. And that's kind of why I just kind of let shit like this go, man. Larissa, I know you deal with it. I know you deal with it. I know you deal with the negativity. Negativity is a cancer, bro. It really is. People like negativity. Do you remember back in the day, the soap operas that all the parents used to watch? This is a modern day soap opera. That's why I got to tell myself sometimes is that we got to fucking like close off, like stay in our own lane. Somebody last night, I think it's Miss C. She said something great. She said, you know, look at it as like you're driving in your car. You control anything in your car. You control anybody that gets on this ride with you. And you make the choice whether you keep them in your car or you throw them the fuck out of your car. You know what I'm saying? Bye, Huntress. Oh, she ain't leaving. Never mind. She's saying, I see. I got you. The guy's name See You Later, so I thought somebody was saying bye. But anyway, like, I don't know, man. I've just been thinking about it a lot tonight. Work was shit. Somebody called off, so I had to do somebody else's job, and I hate running the robot. I can't stand running the robot, but it gave me some time to reflect. It gave me some time to put some thought into this. It gave me some time to make sure I did it respectfully. But yeah, I know my dog Cool Hand Luke is going through some shit. Keep your head up, bro. I know my dog Kenny Reacts is going through some shit. keep your head up, bro. This community needs the support back. Like right now, yeah, it's a robot welder. It's a fucking AI piece of shit. I wrote a song. I didn't write a song. I wish I had the melody back. The last time I did the robot, it was, I weld better than $1 million welder, but it was better than that. I had more of it, and then I had a couple verses that I was typing into my phone on break. Maybe one day I'll see what I can do with that. But it's true, bro. Like, we all need time to reflect. We all need time to sit back and really understand what's going on around us. People get so lost in searching for approval of others. Like, so many people need other people to tell them they're doing the right thing. Artists, look at artists. Like, artists will send their music to their best friend and say, hey, what do you think? You know, for advice, for criticism, for whatever. But you don't send it to everybody and ask for advice, right? You send it to one or two people. Some people send it everywhere. Hey, everybody, tell me what you think. And I used to be like that. I used to think that I needed the approval from somebody else that I was dope. Nah, it don't work like that, dog. It don't work like that. That's why when you see an artist that's confident and he believes in himself and people start calling him cocky, it doesn't bother him, because it's not cocky. It's confidence. They both start with a C, but you have to be confident in yourself. You have to love yourself. If you don't love yourself and you're not confident in yourself, you don't give a fuck about anybody else. I hope you wrote more than one, British. Our album has to be ready by Christmas. If you ain't living true to yourself, you go nowhere. Yeah, that's why I said AA in the 12-step program of AA, everyone in life should live by that. Everyone on the face of this earth can benefit from a 12-step program. Everyone. Like, there's people that struggle with accepting a higher power, right? Higher power can be something greater than yourself. You know what I mean? It took me for Mother Nature. Mother Nature was my higher power. Mother Nature was something that I could go outside and I could soak it up. I couldn't create the shit. I had no control over it. It completely is a self-sustain. It does everything on its own. And I can never duplicate it, right? I could grow a plant, but I can't. You know what I mean? Like, that was my higher power. And I believe that because I was able to find something greater than myself, I was able to accept me for who I was and understand that every day is a new chance. That I don't live with the pain of regret as much anymore. If I know I did something shitty to somebody, my wife will probably tell you I can be too much about it. Because when I hurt somebody or I do something wrong, I really make sure they know that I was wrong. So to come on the internet and be wrong all the time and be treating people like shit everywhere, that was putting a wear on me. Like, it was fucking me up, dude, because that's not the type of person I am. So I know it's got to be doing a mental toll on a lot of people. What's up, Kivo? I know it's got to be fucking people up, bro. I know people got to be like, this ain't me. Why am I acting like this? It's that clout. It's that attention. It's that attaboy. It's that pat on the back. I'm going to read the chat a little bit. She grows so damn good. Who grows good weed? All BS aside, you and Ryan should write a song about fighting breast cancer. I was diagnosed yesterday. I need a fight song. I'm sorry to hear that, Perplex. I really am. You know, cancer's a weird thing. I think I think that's why they call it a fighter, because if you fight it, there's a good chance you beat it. Maybe. I don't know. Much love, Perplex, and you're in my prayers. Dude, I can't keep up to it. Triangle Kush is perfect for these nights. Dude, I just, it's funny you say that. I just got a TruePod Triangle Kush. I got that one. I got Triangle Kush, and I got, what was the other one I got? Miami Haze. I got a Miami Haze. I believe you are Perplexed, for sure. I don't know if this little mic thing is working. Maybe it is. Can you hear me more? Shout out to Mama Dukes. Mama Dukes bought me some mics so I could start doing some like vlogging, you know what I mean? In the forest, get out and set up a tripod and maybe go to the caves and have a mic and not have to freaking carry my phone everywhere. Oh, it is working. That's what's up. I didn't know if it was working because every time I try to record a video, see, this is why I didn't know. I try to record a video on my phone and walk in the other room and be like, yo, 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 and it didn't work. Let me mute this baby. I need to get some green crack. That strain always did me good. Yeah, boo boo. I haven't seen that in a long time, dog. But anyway, let's talk about some positivity. Tomorrow night tomorrow night, me and Local Wolf are going to go live. I got my Streamyard fixed. So if you were a part of the Upchurch album review, Concert for the Crickets, you probably heard my audio was fucked up. And my audio has been like that for a while. So I figured out my problem. I thought my interface was fucking up. But it turns out I had some settings wrong on StreamYard. And I thought when I log in from my phone and then I log in on my computer, it changes those settings every time. So I thought I fixed it a long time ago. Turns out I didn't. So now I know what's wrong. So tomorrow night, me and Loke Wolf are going to go live. We're going to do an Upchurch stream. We're going to play some Upchurch music. I've been a fan of him, and he's been a fan of me and Loke Wolf for a long time. So we're probably going to have a little bit different taste in Upchurch music. Do you make heart? What does that mean? How do you mess up StreamYards? Because I freaking, listen, I had auto adjust mic on, and I had echo cancellation on, and I had background noise on. I had all that on, right? So my mic goes through my interface, and my music goes through the interface too. So when the music was playing, as soon as I talked into my mic, it automatically adjusted shit. Fucked it all up. It was turning my volume up and down, up and down, up and down. And I didn't know what it was. I thought it was something with the interface, but it turns out, and I knew it was a StreamYard issue. I knew it was, and I figured it out, and I was like, dude, I've been doing this with my live reviews for a long time. StreamYard is terrible for sharing audio, to be honest. Restream is the best. Really? Restream? That's what it's called? Restream? I have to check that out. Bro, to be honest with you, I don't know much about computers. Like, I'm a YouTuber that knows nothing about computers. I know a lot about my phone. I do all my editing from my phone. I do all my thumbnails from my phone. I do everything from my phone. I feel like it's easier. You know what I'm saying? It may be a little bit more time consuming, but it's definitely easier to understand. It's something mobile. I can use it anywhere. I can edit at the doctor's. I can edit at the grocery store. I can edit wherever I need to edit. Yeah, but I'm not playing it through one monitor. Listen to what I'm doing. My StreamYard's playing, but my phone Bluetooth into my interface. That's probably the issue. It's probably Bluetooth into the interface and then into the Streamyard. That's probably the issue. Like I said, I don't know much about this YouTube shit. I just like making content. I like making videos. I feel like my reactions, like the production of my reactions, like the editing, it's right where I want it to be. I'm not going to change much of that. I'm going to keep that right where it's at. I like how it rolls. I got my intro, my intro to my channel, my intro to the reaction, my outro to the channel. Audio integrity, right. Alpha Tyler, I'm really going to have to reach out to you, bro, and get some, if you could, it would be dope. I just need a couple tips on how to get the stream running better. Because like I pay for Streamyard and I feel like I'm getting ripped off. I feel like if I just use OBS, if I understood it a little bit, I'd be way better off. I'm about to get fiber. I got the hookup. The fiber got hooked up to my house, but now I'm waiting for them to run the lead by the end of, it said by the end of November, it'll be here. I have weed farm at my place. Bubba Radio, yeah, shout out to British Bulldog. Bubba Radio is dope. Bulldog, where is that streaming at? I always forget British. Not Britain, the UK. British Bulldog streaming his music from the UK for all these independent country hip hop, independent artists. It ain't so much country rap, it's everything. Rap, rock, country, whatever. I guess OBS is easy, but like, check me out. I'm so ignorant to computers. Like you really don't understand. I know how to use computers, but it's very rusty. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody says it, I'm like, oh yeah, like OBS, I've used OBS where you got to drag and drop. You put your camera, you put your audio, you put whatever you want. I know how to do that. Like stream keys, I've shared stream keys. I know how to do that, but some of that shit, dude, there's so much of it, so much involved. It's like do this, to do that, to jump over there, to spin in a hula hoop. But once you got it all set up, that's it. It's easy. The Benny Show used Patriot Mobile. The Benny Show. What is that? But I'll put some production on those reactions. Like if there's 50 people in here, you've never really went and watched any of my reactions, please do that. Like go watch the one I did on ONE. Go watch the one I did on Chat Arms. Go watch the one I did on Bronex. Like the recent ones I did, man. And you might not like the music, but check out my production on my videos. You know what I'm saying? My favorite color? Ooh. To be honest with you, I like black. I wear black. I prefer black. If I have a pick of something, I'm picking black. But color, it used to be blue. And then I was like, man, I don't really like blue. Like I like to wear blue and shit, but I don't really, like my car's red, black and red. So I'd have to say red, but yellow or orange are a close second. I would say red. Yo, Alpha Tyler, if you're still in here, dog, go check out my Chat Arms interview if you didn't already. That was my first recorded interview, and I think I'm going to do them like that from now on. Unless it's this spur of the moment and, it depends. I'm going to do a little bit of both because I know the fans like the live reactions. And I'm more of a fan of the recorded one because I liked how I was able to put reference points, music, funny clips. I like that part of it. Hey, Perplex, take care. I'm about to be getting out of here too. My blunt's almost gone. Probably stay on for another 20 minutes. My favorite car? An 87 El Camino or Like a modern day car, a Camaro, a new Camaro, or a Corvette. I peeped the other day. I appreciate the edits for sure because I'm not 100%. Yeah, man, that's what I know. I know Mises just did a track. I'm pretty sure Mises did one with Chad and Broadnax. Right? Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't know who they are. And that's why I like that I was able to use the edits and put reference points. Because check me out. So I thought about this. And if you guys agree, let me know. A lot of these independent artists, people don't know who they are. So the first time they're on my channel and we're talking about stuff, it's really easy to lose interest when you're live because you're like, man, who the hell is this guy? What are you talking about? Especially if you come in off the side, you know what I mean? You don't know nothing. I don't know what that means. So I'm removing you. I don't know. I'll leave it. Anyway, so I feel like when you do them recorded, you can add some substance to it and it makes it better. Come on, get out of here with this free Palestine. Let's worry about America over here for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I hate to be disrespectful, but mods, get these people out of here with all that. That's negativity that I don't want over here. I don't want that shit. I don't care about that. Worry about America. I'm worrying about America. Worry about who y'all want to worry about. I'm not, who am I to judge, but make America better. You know what I'm saying? Help Americans. That's what I'd be screaming. Help Americans. Make America better. Love America. Teach Americans to respect Americans. Teach America to love America. You know what I'm saying? Teach kids American shit. You know what I mean? Teach my children about stuff that matters in the world. How about make the world better? And I don't mean no disrespect. Miss Luck, make wherever you live better too, but I don't mean it in like that. I mean it as like, don't come in here yelling that to me. Ain't shit I can do about it. Can't do a song request, Libby. I ain't got a way to play it. I'm on my phone. Yeah, I feel the same way, Quins, but the Quins, you didn't run in here and start saying free Australia, make Australia great again. You know what I mean? That's the difference. Like, come at me with respect. If they would have come in here and they would have been like, yo, what's good? How are you? You know, fuck you. Something. But to ride in here talking about free Palestine, get out of here. That is manipulation. That is a form of government, believe it or not. Like, I'll be real with you. People don't just do that. That's not normal. You know what I mean? When America goes through shit, we don't run over into other countries' chats talking about free America, free America. That's propaganda. That's speaking it. Look, I'm talking about it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what that's about. Fuck that. Topic change. Burden just dropped a new song. I ain't heard that one yet. Maybe I'll react to that. You guys heard the new Burden track? Not My President. I think that's what it's called. Bro, Burden puts on some dope music. He is very underrated. Make me weed great again. Are you Irish, Potential Farms? President who? Okay. I love America. I want to go see America's biggest place. I want to go to... I don't think you want to live in San Diego, dog. Like, no disrespect to people that live in Cali, but dude, I heard a guy explain California is like death. I forget what they call it. They call it something, Satan or something. They got a bad reputation, man. It's a different world in Cali. I'm from Florida, so I couldn't imagine leaving my freedoms of Florida to go to California. I would never do that. Khalifa Kush. Khalifa Kush. I had Baskin Robbins. Baskin Robbins was dope. When Blue Jeans came out, yeah, I'm Baskin Robbins. I know churches. I was like smoking on that right then. That was dope. Like that's the thing, bro. That's what's dope about music. Is it's so relatable. If it ain't relatable, I don't like it. Like there is some mainstream shit that's relatable, but it's commercialized. Meezus don't get the credit he deserves. Burden don't get the credit they deserve. There's so many artists, bro. They know Upchurch is a fucking beast. They act like he doesn't exist, hoping he'll go away. That's what they do to every independent artist. Like I've seen Meezus' videos get shadow banned on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like what? And I think he's in his late stages. So for them to keep jabbing him like that and letting him see it happen, it's crazy. I just think a lot of people don't realize what's happening to their platforms. I think these big wigs on YouTube and Instagram and in the mainstream music, they fear the independents. Like that's why what Jelly's doing is kind of crazy, bro. That's why Jelly's kind of doing something different. They mess with the good ones. Yeah, they mess with anybody that's trying to do it by themselves. Right? It's the all-American dream, and then they're shitting on it. They're saying, hey, you want to be successful, you want to be powerful and wealthy and a public figure. Well, the only way you can do that is if you sign something with us so we can make a cut. That's what it's all about, bro. It's so much about the money. Can you drop that rugby helmet off in the corner? What? That's a Packers freaking helmet. Don't be messing with my Packers. They suck right now, but they're still my team. Look at Hard Target, bro. Hard Target's a good example. Hard Target is dope. Hard Target makes so much different types of music. He makes hardcore rap. He makes like somber singing raps. He makes so much stuff, dude. And nobody, like he don't have nowhere near the numbers he should. Like the Lax kind of took off, right? But I believe that the Lax have some sort of, like everybody's got a distribution deal. And I ain't knocking on the distribution deals. I ain't knocking on that. But I've always said, if you want to be mainstream, you got to make mainstream moves, but just remain independent as much as you can. So like, that's why I'm saying what Jelly did, a lot of people gave him hell for it. But let's be honest, bro, what Jelly's doing is proving that you can remain independent while still catching a big bag from these people, bro. Because let's be honest, dude, they're giving him such a big ass platform. In 6 months from now, he could say, man, or whenever his contract's over, he could say, I'm not happy with it. And they're going to have to do it. I mean, he's still going to have support, is what my point is. And he built that off independent. He built that off. Yeah, you can see the helmet. It's a mini helmet. It ain't a big helmet. It's the Packers. I got a Packer G back there from a dope ass tattoo artist named Ron that now lives in like the top of the Appalachian Mountains. He just tattoos at the top of this mountain. Like it's so cool to know. All right, I'll tell you a cool story. So I had a pretty solid sound system. And all of my cars leading up to this one. Well, the last one I had, I sold a bunch of the shit out of it. I sold a bunch of the stuff out of it before I got rid of it. And because I had a bunch of car audio for it, so I sold some of it. I left a system in the car because I charged more for it. And I kind of just move shit around, basically. So I knew I could make money off these speakers, but I had really good ones that I upgraded from. I put those back in the car. And I took some shit out. Well, anyway, I put them up on Facebook Marketplace. This guy hits me up. He's like, hey, man, how much you want for these 6x9s? There were some 6x9s. I'm like, give me $50, $60, something stupid. I was just trying to get rid of them, make a little bit of money, whatever. He was like, well, what about a tattoo? He said, I see you got tattoos. And I'm like, nah, man, I'm good. I don't want to go to nobody's house and get a tattoo. He's like, no. He's like, I work at a tattoo parlor. I'm getting ready to move. And I just wanted to put some good speakers in my car because I got to drive pretty far, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. I meet the dude. He's at a pretty dope little tattoo parlor. He does great work. I meet him. We bullshit. Great guy. Does a tattoo. And I'm like, hey, man, where are you moving to? He's like, oh, I'm moving to the Appalachian Mountains. Where's he going? I said, oh, yeah. He said, I'm going to live on the top of this mountain. And I'm going to all I'm going to do is tattoo people that find me in the mountain. He was like so humble. Good night, potential. He was like so humble and so respectful that he was going to fucking just like almost live off grid, essentially, and only tattoo people that meet him. Yeah, I'm great, Shotty. How are you? So yeah, so he's like a mountain man, dude. He's like living in the mountains, living off grid, tattooing. Who knows, bro? Mountain men. You know what I'm saying? Mountain men, freaking random dudes all in the woods. It's crazy, bro, to think about that. That dude did this tattoo, and then that was like his last paid tattoo, this one. It has the Super Bowl champions, world champions, the 4 years they won it in the logo. But yeah, dude, tattoos are like a diary on the skin. I'm really considering getting like all up in here. I already know what's going to go here. It's going to go like this. And then from here, like that, to there. And then it's going to come like a jacket. I already know what it is, but it's going to be expensive. That's okay. And I'm going to do it. What I'm going to do is when we go on vacation next time, I'm going to get either this part of it or wherever. And then every time I go different, I'm going to do different spots. Hey, that's what's up, Hugh. That's what's up. Nap it out. Or you were just napping? Napping away at whatever time it is. Well, that's the cool thing about the internet. You guys could be in a spot where it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's like fucking 5 a.m. here. 4 a.m. What time is it? 4 a.m. 3:53. I live in the Appalachian Mountains. What's wrong? He lives in North Carolina, in the Appalachian Mountains, on the very top of these mountains. Kurt, you need to put chat on subs only. No, I'll never do that. Never, Bulldog. You shouldn't have to be sub to my channel, because then they're just going to sub And then I'm gonna have a bunch of people sub to my channel that don't like me. Fuck that. Dude, my allergies are so bad though. My throat is killing me. Southeast Kentucky ain't that far from. Yeah, bro. He's dope. Now listen, he's big as fuck. Like he's super tall and like husky. Like he fits there. He definitely fits there. He's got a crazy last name. I don't want to dox him, but he's got like a dope name. My device tried to restart. He's got a dope name. He was a pretty cool dude. Like in this one, an Indian gave me this. Here, we'll do these. See this tattoo right here? This tattoo, I got this and I had super bad sunburn. And the Indian guy's like, no. He's like, I can do it. No problem. And he was like an Indian. Like he had fucking long, super long hair. He spoke like almost like a Cajun. It was crazy how he spoke. And he had all these big ass like skull, like animal skulls and tribal things and wind catchers and dream catchers and all this shit everywhere. And I just floated down the river for 8 hours. We were in Rainbow River, just floating the river. We did the 8-hour float. We got out. As soon as we got out, there was a McDonald's. I got McDonald's and I seen the tattoo parlor. I'm like, let's go over here and see what this dude's about. It was so dope. He did that thing and knocked it out. I wish I would have got like an Indian piece, but I ain't an Indian. I mean, I guess I got some Indian in me, but I guess that's a bad word to call them. I don't know what you call them anymore. Oh, that's crazy. We call them subs. Yeah. Have you ever been to Kentucky, Kurt? Yes. Well, not much of it. We drove up Interstate 12 to Clarksville? Clarksville, Kentucky. Is that Kentucky? I think Clarksville is right in the bottom of Kentucky, right out of Tennessee. Like we came up out of Tennessee into Clarksville. Politically correct is native. I seen a Native American. Nah, that dude would be mad at me if I called him that. His wife looked so Native American. Like his wife she was young. Well, she wasn't young, but he looked to be probably 60. And she was probably 45, maybe. Bro, they were like, Indian is Indian. Didn't get more Indian. And this dude tattooed me with a sunburn like a saint. I mean, look how, at the time, this was dark. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of ink there. Babe, can I have a kiss? I'm getting a kiss. I'm getting a kiss. Hey, were we in Clarksville at Rachel's? I love you. Yes, we were in Clarksville.
We were in Clarksville last time we were up there too. That's where Airbnb was.
Oh, no. I was in an Airbnb in Clarksville. We stayed in Clarksville? Yeah, oh, yeah, and then we went right down 12, right? Babe, one day can we go to, where did you try to take me in Kentucky? Where did you want to go? Not Clarksville.
That's not Kentucky.
Clarksville ain't Kentucky?
No,
what?
Tennessee.
Yeah, but where were we at in Kentucky? With Rachel.
No, Rachel was in Clarksville, Tennessee.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she was.
No, because I said it smelled like cow shit.
That's when we went to...
Where was that?
Visit the...
Bro, all the Kentucky that I've ever been in smells like a big pile of shit. Where was it?
It was like right across the line kind of by Clarksville, but...
Clarksburg, outside of Louisville?
No.
No.
It was just past the Tennessee, Kentucky.
Alpha Tyler says Clarksville definitely smells like cow shit, but that's still Tennessee. Yeah, I guess. We were in. Didn't we see a big tower thing? Did we see like
We did. We went and saw historical.
We seen like this
place.
big freaking tower thing.
Yeah.
It looked
That's
like.
where the historical place was.
Yeah, and there was one little tiny fire station that was all burned. Like it looked like it burned down, maybe, or was that the building next to it? And there was one little stop sign, and Clarksville is on the way.
Yeah, we drove.
Fort Campbell. That's where we were. That's where Rachel used to live. Fort Campbell.
Clarksville.
No, he said, Tennessee, Kentucky border around Fort Campbell.
That's where Rachel lives, in Clarksville.
Well, now she lives in Florida, but she used to.
But she used to. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! So I have been to Kentucky, but it was like we were just in a cow field. We were on a road in the middle of a field, right?
What?
Yeah, we drove through all those people's. They had all those pigs and shit, and all the chickens. And yeah, I said, look at all these chickens. There was thousands of chickens out there. Dude,
the little tiny sheriff's
yes.
The post office, the little buildings.
They had there was so many they had cows. I was like, why does one house need so many cows? What do they do with these? Well, then I thought about it. You're going to bed?
Yeah.
I need to too soon.
You do.
I do. But I figured if I went to bed by 5 and I woke up by 10, that's 5 hours of sleep.
If you give me any problems,
no problems.
I'm gonna fucking smack you in your face.
No problems. Oh, she's gonna smack me in my face. Don't make her sound like a bad driver. I drove through it.
No, I'll just leave his ass here, and then he'll be in the doghouse big time. So not come to the doctor.
Listen. I will be at the doctor's because we got to go. We have a lot to do tomorrow. I can't be procrastinating. I was going to
take your ass to bed.
I will, but I work nights, babe. This is like 3.
You work nights. You work 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I know, but I got off 2 hours ago.
Okay, well.
All right. I'll be in there. I'm telling you, I'll be in there. I'm in there every night. I never miss. Man, I'm in bed every night. Listen, Kentucky, where I was, smelled like that's all there was there. But I understand because we drove through, like I said, there was cows. There was so many cows. There was so many freaking chickens. There was so many things, dude. You want to smell shit? Come to Pennsylvania. I don't want to smell shit. Anonymous, dude. I know, one, what's wrong with my sound, and I know you didn't fix it. 2, look at this microphone I got. Ooh. What you know about that? I can do some investigating skills with a microphone. I do interviews. I got another one in here. Look at the case, bro. So I could interview. I could say, look, if I had another person, look at this. The other person, I could put the mic on the other person. We could be, yo, what's good? How did that baby feel, Kurt? How did that, my inside of my arm? This one? That one didn't hurt. This one didn't either. I love them, bro. I love them. That's a cover up. That's a cover up. That's a memorial tattoo for my grandfather. It says, what's this? It's the year he was born, 1944. And then it says, rest in peace, Gramps, on the other side. And it says, in Ron we trust, because his name was Ron. And then this is a snap-on wrench. It says 10/29/09 and his name. So that was the day he passed. And then his snap-on socket, 44 millimeter, because he was born 4/4/1944. And then got the Chevy bow tie and the maple leaf, because he had a baby blue Chevy El Camino. And then the maple leaf, because he was from Ohio and he did maple syrup. That one was dope. And then I got this one, the Trailer Made one. The first interview I ever did face to face. I did Hard Target, Simple Man, Dirty, and Florida Dolph. And then I got this one right here. It's like, this is like evil, like the bad side of me. And it says born in 480. That's where I was born, Mesa, Arizona. And then like, so that was kind of like the beginning. I was good, but I was bad, if that makes sense. Like it was inside of me. Evil, like a rebellious Kurt was there. And then this was the good side, and raised in 727. But which is weird, is I got in more trouble the older I got. But then I wised up. So I got to blend it. I'm going to put like half of this is going to be all Florida on my chest. So all that's going to be Florida. It's going to be a Florida sun. Like a Florida sun, either a sunrise or a sunset. And then over here, it's going to be Arizona themed, and it's going to be all moonlit. So my idea is to have like maybe the moon and then the sun kind of meeting in the middle of my neck, and like maybe like a fiery crisp, like I don't know, something. And then it's going to be, because I got a palm tree I got a cactus already right here that's in a moonlit, and then I got a palm tree on this side. So the cactus is here, the palm tree is here. It'll be like the sky, and then it'll be pretty dope. Yeah, the pain is the fun part. This is the famous one that everybody talks about. They absolutely love that. If you know, you know, right? I got that after driving. So we drove to Nashville on a whim. One night, Upchurch posted that he was having a concert, right? He was like, yo, Nashville, here we come. And I'm like, fuck, dude. I wanted to go to Corbin so bad, but I didn't. And we had already went to his Tampa show. We already rocked out Tampa. And like I was soaking wet with sweat in Tampa. Like I was dancing my ass off. I loved it. I was like, there's no way I'm missing it. If he goes to Nashville, I'm going. Or if he has another show after Corbin, I'm going. And it just so happened it was in Nashville. Well, my wife loves Tennessee. So I went on Ticketmaster, boom, boom, bought pit tickets right away. Didn't even say a word. I told her, I said, we're going to freaking, we're going to Nashville. She's like, what? I said, yep, we're going to Nashville. I already got the Airbnb. I got the freaking tickets. We're going. So I get in my car. I don't like the interstate. I don't fuck with the interstate. I don't do the interstate. Now I do, but then I didn't. Dude, I drove all the way there. I worked all day that day. I drove all the way there. It was crazy. Actually, I take that back. I drove for 8 hours, and then we stopped in Georgia somewhere. I think it was Forsyth, Georgia. We stopped in Georgia. We slept at this fucking shitty hotel. I just needed to sleep for a little bit, and I wasn't trying to spend a bunch of money just to sleep for like 4 hours. Dude, it was shitty. But I've lived in shitty situations, so I was like, whatever. We go. I'm doing my thing. I'm in Georgia. I'm smoking my blunts. I didn't care. Whatever. I'm out. We leave. I realized where we were. It was okay because there was a lot of county workers that were working on the fiber lines in Georgia at the time. And there were some cops that were staying at the next hotel for they were doing some training. So I was all right with it. Well, then we get back on the road. It's crazy. Fucking rocks. We get into Tennessee. Rocks are flying at my car. I'm in the middle of the lane doing like 80 miles an hour. I got rocks flying off this truck, fucking smashing my brand new car. Almost smashing my windshield. People cutting us off. We almost got fucking sideswiped by 2 semi trucks. It was crazy. And I don't do interstate, so I'm fucking pissed. You know what I'm saying? I'm singing my ass off, trying to keep my mind off it. Whatever. I get there. We get to Nashville. We get to the Airbnb. You're not going to believe the story. I'm exhausted. I'm frustrated. I'm fucking ready to sleep. Right? I get to the Airbnb. It's in a rough part of town. I get there. I look around. There's a lot of people in the other buildings, but there ain't nobody in my freaking where I'm staying, right? And we pull up. I start looking around, and I notice it's daylight, and a lot of the lights that are on are still like people had their porch lights on in these Airbnbs. I'm like, what the fuck? I get there. I open the door. When I open the door, it's like hard to open. So I push it and I look around the corner. On the ground, there's all these blankets, like a bed comforter, a towel, a bunch of shit. I'm like, what the fuck? How did they get there? Because you throw them in front of the door and you leave, they're not going to be wedged back up in front of the door. So I was kind of like, man, is somebody in here? So I yell, hey, yo, yo, yo. Nobody says anything. We go in there. There's no bedding on the bed. There's no fucking napkins, toilet paper. I think there was one roll of toilet paper. It was like half used. So I'm like, oh, hell no. There's dirt on the floor. There was like dishes in the dishwasher. Like, what is going on? There's no other door. So I don't know how the fuck these people got in and out. So I tell Cass, I'm like, I call Airbnb. You know how hard it is to get a hold of them? The lady will reach out to you. I'm like, oh, the dude will reach out to you. So I'm like, man, fuck this. So we sit there and we wait. I go on the app and I start messaging it saying, hey, can you have these people call me? This is crazy. I need to go to bed. My phone rings and it's this fucking lady. And she's like, oh my gosh, the maintenance person's in New Hampshire. They were supposed to clean the room before they left. I think they're going to be back in about an hour. And is there any way you can wait or do you want to go? There's another room that we got, but it's messy, but the bed's clean. The bedroom's clean. And I'm like, I can go take the shit off the other bed and put it in here. So she starts giving me these passcodes to all these rooms. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Then there's a package in front of the one door. It's got this lady's name on it. I'm like, what the fuck? So she's like, go up to this one room and blah, 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 blah. I get in there. Finally, after she figures out which is the right code, I get in there. I go in the room. The room is clean. I look in the refrigerator and there's fucking fresh cream cheese in there. Like it had like a couple, like a good time until it expired. There was fucking milk in there. There was all this food in there. And I'm like, so there's a package out front with somebody's name on it, right in front of the door. There's fresh cream cheese. There's fresh milk. There's ham and shit in there, right? Then I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So then I look. I start opening doors and shit, and there's a laundry room. Now this lady's telling me nobody stays here. I said, does somebody live here? What's going on? She's like, no, nobody's been here for months. Is what she tells me. I know she's full of shit because there's no way it could have been months because there's fresh food in the refrigerator. So then I open up the washing machine, and sure as shit, there's wet clothes in the washing machine, and they don't stink. Like they're wet. And she's like, they left them in months ago. I'm like, so you mean to tell me? I said, I'm not fucking stupid, lady. I said, I know that these clothes would be dry and smell like mildew. She's like, oh, blah, blah. She's like, listen. She's like, I said, where's the dude that that I'm renting this Airbnb from because it was listed under a man's name. And she's like, oh, he died. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, oh, he died. And this is all about to go into probate, but we're just letting the people that paid for it just finish it out. But the bank is about to take it. And I'm like, no. She's like, no, I'm serious. I'm like, well, who are you? She's like, well, I was his housekeeper. I said, so you're just fucking taking this money when it really should go to the bank. And she's like, no, it already went to his estate. We're just keeping up the rooms until the people that finish booking them. So I went outside and I'm looking around and I'm like, there ain't fucking nobody here. There was one dude that was staying at the very end. He was a young ass kid there to party, getting drunk as fuck. And I said, bro, you didn't notice there ain't nobody here? And he's like, oh yeah. And he just goes back inside and starts drinking. Like he didn't give a fuck. But I'm like, man, this lady's got all these fucking, now she's freaking out because I called her on her shit. She's losing her mind. She's like, fuck you, blah, 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 please, blah. We're just trying to give you a spot to stay. She's like begging me to stay there. I called Airbnb. I said, look, I don't even know this lady. She sent me a picture of herself looking like a crackhead. Me and my wife go missing, the last person that supposedly we were staying at their Airbnb is dead. I said, I don't feel comfortable. So they refunded my money. Right? Now, at this point, I don't have anywhere to stay because there's not only is the Upchurch concert there, there's other shit. So I found this nice ass hotel in Brentwood. Beautiful. It was like a live-in suite. We had kitchen. We had all this stuff. Big, beautiful bed. So we went there, crashed out, whatever. Woke up. I stood in line from like 9 o'clock in the morning till 7 at night. I was the second or third person in line behind Charlie. Shout out to Charlie. I was behind him and we stood out there, fucking smoked weed, had a good time. I was front row in the pit, fucking jamming my life out, bro. And when we left, I got to sing on the mic to end the concert with Upchurch. And then when we left, we went to the after party, and that's where we got the autographs. And I had him sign my arm. And when we left, we went right to the next Nashville tattoo shop and fucking put that bitch for life. Because I'll never forget going to that concert and experiencing that concert for what it was. The drive, the almost getting first 48'd at the Airbnb, getting to fucking absolutely mosh out at an Upchurch concert in front of, I think there was 10,000 people at that show. Getting a mic down on my face, getting to yell, Creek Squad. You know, that was dope, bro. Like that was memorable. So later on in life, man, when I look back and I remember my life, I'll be like, yo, yeah, that shit's dope, man. That started a fucking awesome friendship, man. I really did. Because then at that point, we started fucking playing Call of Duty and chilling. Like that was cool, man. That was a turning point for me with this type of music, bro. This, like, I found friendship and loyalty in Creek Squad. I found some really dope people, man. And it wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for Upchurch. So I don't really give a fuck what people say about that tattoo. They can say whatever they want. They can cry about it. They can hate on it. I love it. I think it's awesome. And then I got these. See, some of these mean nothing to me. Well, they do. Because when I got them at the moments of my life, it's like chapters of my life. Like I regret some of them. Like the Moneymaker ones, I got them with the money signs and they were super light. I should have just fucking covered them up. The folks I met through church, I'm so solid as fuck. But that's how it is, bro. But the Moneymaker ones, I should have covered up. I like these. I got ones that say Living Legend. Okay. Those have been there since I was fucking 19. And the message behind some of these is I had some haters when I was younger. And boy, let me tell you what. Them fucking haters. I gotta switch mics. Look at that. That's why there's two. Still hear me? We good? I met Snoop in Nashville. Seen Wiz twice in Cincy. I don't regret it, but like the Moneymaker one. So look, I'll show you. So this is how I was like the thug back in the day. So I had these right there, and then I had that. It was like a fad at one point, and then I had these on the inside of my arms, and then I had that. So I was like, bam, bam. You know what I mean? That was the thing back then. Yeah, one moment. But I don't regret them. Like I gotta finish. That's from my mom, and I gotta do more to that one. And my grandmother passed away, and I gotta do something for that. But it's hard because of the placement and what I did around it, not thinking it through. But Captain Kurt has been on me. This was my second tattoo. So I got my last name across my back. And I got Captain Kurt originally, like very young, probably like 18. And then I colored it in, right? The dude that did it, fucking, he did it way too small. He overcharged me. It was like the things you regret in the tattoo process. My legs, I got shit on my legs. I got a tattoo on my thigh. This one right here, this one's crazy. So let me tell you a story about that, and then I'm getting out of here. So if you look very closely, those are all little individual pokes. See the ghost? It says beast mode, right? And it's a jester. And he's wearing a Roman crown. And he's got 2 pistols shooting him. And it's smoking. And it justified like the control, the power that political leaders and officials and law, like anyone with a badge, anyone with a power holds. And it yeah, that's a pick and poke. Yeah, that's a pick and poke. And freaking yeah, Tyler Childers is dope. Look. So the crazier story about this is the guy that did this will never get out of prison. He is gone for life, and he was a friend. He made some really bad choices. But before I got out of doing my time, and I was never going to be able to see him and, get a tattoo from him, that took us 2 days. It took us 3 days of like 6 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours. And he went over it and did a bunch of it. And then all of a sudden he wiped the shit off, and you gotta just keep going. Yeah, I appreciate that, Galen. Galen Kroger. Good looking. Well, the reason that I won't ever cover that up, and then my wife has the dough. I got the brownie deer. I guess I could have did it this way. And my wife has the dough. These are pick and poke too. You can see that? That's the street I grew up on. That's a 6. Those are hard to see. Those are on the back of my leg. Maybe I'll take a picture of them. What's up, 12 point? But yeah, I got those. I got a memorial on my rib. I got a bunch, I guess. I got, maybe not. Oh, I got these. These are probably my favorite. Like, not my favorite, but the teardrops. They're hater tears. When a hater's crying, I can let me wipe a tear away from me. Yo, good evening or morning. It's my evening. It's my evening. I actually gotta get out of here soon. I gotta go in the morning. We gotta go to the doctor's because Braylon's still not doing good. She's still sick, and that sucks. And then after that, if all that goes well, we gotta stop and get something from the store for her, and then she needs a pair of shoes. Well, she said, Daddy, listen how cute this is. I'll share a really cute moment with y'all. So she plays kickball at school, and she plays kickball at daycare, right? And I see her at the daycare when I pick her up. Well, she's so cute. She says, we're getting up in the morning, and she looks at me and she says, Daddy, I need a new pair of shoes. I said, what do you mean? What do you mean, baby? What? Why do you need shoes? We just got you a new pair of shoes. She says, these ones don't kick good. I need some Nikes. I said, oh, you want Nikes finally? She said, yes. Everybody that's got Nikes, they kick it and the ball just flies. I said, oh. So now baby girl's got to get some Nikes. She said, I don't like these shoes. I said, okay. She loved them. That's what she picked. I guess it's the moment where she now needs something different, designer, I guess. Not really designer, I guess. It ain't designer anymore because everything now is brand name. But it was just funny to hear her ask for Nikes. She's like, Daddy, I need some Nikes. And I wear Nikes, Kaz wear Nikes. She had one pair of Nikes. She had I think she had some K-Swiss one time even. She had some Reeboks. She had 2 pairs of Nikes because she had a pair of Jordans. But she's always been like Miss Fashion. She wants like her shoes. They gotta be a certain shoe. It has to look like this. She doesn't care what brand it is. She's got to get it. It could be expensive. It could be cheap. That's the cool thing about like little kids, man. Be a kid as long as you can. But anyway, when she gets on, you just hype. Hey, I'll try it. Let me know. Hit me up, Q. Yeah, her shoes don't work good for kickball. It was so cute. And like, how can you, like, I don't know, man. I guess she's got me wrapped around her finger because I can't turn her down. That's baby girl. That's daddy's girl. No way. No way am I saying no. But I got to get better at that. You guys have a great weekend. I'll see you tomorrow night, though. I got to go make this thumbnail real quick, and then I got to get to bed. Because if not, you heard Cass. She's going to whip that ass. I appreciate you guys. See you later. Take care, dog. Hugh, appreciate you. D. Libby. Shoddy. Much love, Shoddy. Galen. British Bulldog. My dog, J-Hop. Shout out to J-Hop. J-Hop, bro, hit me up this weekend. I don't work Saturday, Sunday. I'm going to work some on Monday, but during the day. Alpha Tyler, I appreciate you hanging out, dog. Much love. If you guys have not checked out Mises or anything Mises is doing over there, make sure you go. I know you have because you guys support me and I support Mises. So I'm pretty sure you guys are well aware of who Mises is. If you don't know who Burden is, make sure you find out. If you don't know who Hard Target is, you know. Go watch some reactions. Go check your boy out. Go show me some love. Leave some comments. I don't want no super chats. I don't want no money from you. I don't want no I want comments. You know what I'm saying? I want you to leave comments, hit the like button, share some shit. Maybe not mine. Share a Chat Arms video. Share a Just Trey song. Share a Coca song. I mean, put on for the people. Go listen to JJ Hughes, Simple Man, The Sticks, them boys over there at Outlaw Nation, your boy Dirty. Dude, there's so many people, so many artists, so many talent. Leroy Biggs, ONE. I mean, T-Rev. Look, T-Rev's in here. Shout out to T-Rev. Dope artist. He's been doing a lot of true crime. I'm waiting for some new T-Rev music. Maybe he's dropped it. Maybe I've been sleeping. These people out here doing their thing, bro. Let's get back to showing support. Let's get back to getting up in the chats and supporting one another and not arguing with people. Like, I hate to see my group of people fucking arguing with one another. I hate to see my people going, yo, fuck you, blah, 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 blah. I can't stand you. You're, but it's like, yo, cut that shit out. In real life, we're not doing that in person. Let's not start doing that. Love your neighbors. Love your people. Support content creators. Don't hate on people for supporting other people. If you don't like that person, don't fucking subscribe to them. If I tell you, hey, shout out to T-Rev. He's a dope content creator. He makes dope music. He's got a great YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? And you don't like that? You don't want nothing to do with that? You don't like T-Rev? That's okay. But don't fucking dog people out for supporting people. Don't try to discredit somebody else's talents because you don't like them as an individual. Like, that's where I stand. People hate me because I stood up for Anonymous Dude. And I said, look, you might not like Anonymous Dude, but I fucking like some of his points. I think he's a good person. I think he's got good points. I think he's yes, does he troll? Does he maybe get off topic and ramble a little bit about shit that doesn't matter? Yes. Is he a bad dude? No. Am I going to go in his chat? Yes. Do you have a problem with it? I don't fucking care. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I wish more people were. I wish more people didn't care. I have a lot of people that didn't fuck with me because of what other people thought about me, because of what other people said. And that changed a lot for me, dude. That changed my opinion on a lot of people. That changed my opinion on a lot of folks because I said, damn, bro, you were over here for all the wrong reasons. You weren't here because you respected me. You weren't here because you thought I was a good content creator. You were over here for something you could gain from me. So you took the opinion of another person and ran with it in fear that they weren't going to like you, right? Dude, you hear how that sounds? Like, that's what I had to learn from being that type of fucking asshole sometimes. I had to learn from having that happen to me, right? People on the internet, it's okay to have your opinions. It's okay to fucking not like me. I like people that don't like me. I would rather be around a group of motherfuckers that don't like me because I know all you motherfuckers don't like me. I don't have to be around a fake motherfucker that's going to act like they like me and they're going to play, and then behind the scenes, they're talking cash shit one after another. At least somebody that don't like me is going to say it to my fucking face. They're going to say, I don't like you. And I'm going to challenge their opinions. I'm going to challenge their reasons. And then guess what? Most of the time they go, damn, this guy actually ain't that bad. He's kind of a pretty cool dude. Well, imagine that. Because you allowed another person's opinion dictate how you felt about another person. That's never going to be me. I'm not doing that no more. You can like who you want to like, and I'm going to like who I want to like. I'm not going to dog who you don't like, and don't dog who I like. Then 15 motherfuckers trying to weasel you around. Yeah, I won't do that. And that's not, look, people give Creek Squad a bad name by saying that that's just Creek Squad. That's not just Creek Squad, bro. That's so many people, dude. Every community has a spot in it where people try to judge you based off of what other people think of you. Like it has a corner where you get wedged in the corner. Like you're stuck in a pocket of people that are so worried about another fucking person's opinion that they don't like you because another person don't like you. Like that's why the comments on YouTube, that's why you don't see them from content creators. I challenge you to do this. Check this out. There's 42 people in here right now. And I know I went off on a tangent, but I'm glad I did. Because this is another thing I got to get off my chest. If you go around to all these different reaction channels and you look at different videos, you don't see many other content creators commenting on the videos. Why? I see, like Big Zeus has been around here on my channel. I've seen a lot of content creators do it. But it doesn't happen as nearly as much as you would think it would. I've seen I've seen content creators react, and I've been guilty of it because sometimes you forget. But I've seen them react to stuff, react to a song, and they're not even in the comments. Like they reacted to the artist's song and their music video, but yet didn't even comment on it. For me, I don't have a way to judge people, so I don't know these people other than the internet, right? So sometimes I see that as kind of like selfish. I see it as like you're using this platform, or I also look at content creators' likes and their comments. Like if you can't like a comment, you can't fucking thumbs it up, put an emoji or a heart or a high five back to some people sometimes. Like I hated that as a fan, and I still hate it. I'm a fan still. I'm a fan before I'm anything else, bro. And it's so frustrating to be a fan and to leave a comment, heartfelt comment on somebody's post, and nothing gets. And I don't mean like every now and then, because I don't always get mine. I miss them. They get pushed off in a folder or they're overloaded somewhere. But there's people that I see that never fucking respond, never like it. In all different categories, in music, in reactions, in podcast, and it sucks, dude, because without subscribers and commenters and fans, you're nothing. And what drives that is fear of competition, fear of somebody being better than you. And like I like competition. I think it's good. I think it's healthy, right? But I will have competition and nobody will know. Like I'm having a competition with somebody right now and nobody will know. Mentally, that's what my drive is. Like I have to have a goal. I have to have an objective. Can I beat this? Can I beat that? Can I power through this? Most people, they're so consumed by being better than everyone that they try too hard and they over promote their shit. They don't comment back. They don't engage with their fans. They got a large following, and eventually what happens is people are like, man, fuck this dude. He don't comment back. He don't say shit to me. He don't give a fuck. So they don't say nothing no more. I'm bad on reading chat. If I don't bring my glasses and break off on a tangent, I'm bad at chat. Yeah, they don't want to read the comments. And it sucks because they're so, like, check this out. Right now, and this, I really got to get to bed, but I need to say this. There's so much fucking support, and I talked about this in the beginning of the stream. I'm going to say this again. There's so much support for the negativity that it's mind-blowing how much support could be for positivity, and it would overdo it. Like, there's so much good shit on the internet, and people don't fuck with it. Why? Why? Take any live stream for the past 6 years that's negative and go look at it. Go look at how many people are engaged, look at how many people like the drama. Then go watch any live stream for the past 6 years that's positive. Like, it's different, dude. Times are different. I was raised on like positivity and fucking helping my neighbor and, you know, looking out for people when they're down. Like, I've always been one to stop when somebody's broke down or fucking, you know, hey, you need a drink? You look like you're about to pass out, bro. They come to my house and asking me, begging, knocking on my door, trying to sell me windows. I'm like, yo, get out of here. And they look like they're thirsty. Hey, whoa. You need something to drink, bro? Like, yeah, I ain't buying your windows, but I'll give you a bottle of water. It ain't like that no more, bro. Yeah, money changes people. It's clicks, it's likes. I've made more money on YouTube doing true crime than I ever made on YouTube. Like, be honest with you, I made a fucking killing. A killing. But I hated it. I hated it. I was like, this is not me. I don't care. It makes me sad. If I can't really help the situation, I didn't want to be in it. It ain't about the money to me, dude. It's about supporting. I said this before and I'm going to say this again. I hope that one day I interview a small artist and my reaction takes off, or my interview takes off, and that propels that artist's career into the fucking stratosphere. That's my goal. I want somebody to see a talent that I see in people and they're able to say, oh my gosh, dude, I'm taking you on every show with me. I want an artist that watches me. Like, Adam Calhoun is subscribed to my channel. Upchurch is subscribed to my channel. Big fucking artists are subscribed to my channel, and I'm not calling for attention by that. I'm not name dropping. I'm not clout chasing. I'm nothing for that. What I'm trying to explain is I got these bigger artists paying attention to me, little old fucking Captain Kirk, and they're listening to what I have to say, and they're I guess respecting what I have to say in a sense. You know, fucking Alpha Tyler's in here. I don't know if you guys know who that is. And maybe he doesn't want you guys to know who he is, but he's an amazing audio engineer. He's a jack of all trades. You know, these people have, I hold some sort of respect somewhere in that community, right? So for me, that was my goal as a reactor. That was my goal, bro. Is like, I wanted the respect in I wanted people to see me. That's what YouTube's about. You want the, hey, look who that is, right? Now I want them to see one of these artists, bro. Like look at the shit that happened to Just Trey, bro. That probably changed that dude's musical career. You know, Upchurch shared that shit. That's crazy, dude. Shout out to Upchurch for that. You know, I seen something awesome in Little Payday. That's why I share people's shit. Jessie B. I think Jessie B is going to be a force to be reckoned with. I think people hate on her because she's a woman. I don't think she gets the respect she deserves. But I want somebody to become successful. That's the respect I want. That's the respect that I feel that YouTube could provide for me. Like, that's more valuable than money. The money will come. Respect is earned. Shout out to Chad Arms. Chad Arms really like I already knew that, but that interview with Chad like really solidified a lot of things in my brain. Reason being is Chad was a fucking respectable dude, a respectable friend for so long to a lot of very successful artists. And they respect him enough to make music with this dude and shout this dude out and scratch his back because he was a good dude, and they don't charge him shit for doing it. And I don't even make music. You know what I'm saying? I just want people to be like, yo, Captain Kirk. Like, I love when I hear people say that. It makes me fucking glow inside when I'm in a chat and nobody knows I'm there, and they'll be playing a song and Libby will say, oh yeah, Carolina Creeker says it all the time. He's like, shout out to Captain Kurt. Not Carolina Creeker, Buckeye Creeker says it all the time. Shout out to Captain Kurt. Without him, I wouldn't know half of these artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I had a different perspective on some folks because I didn't hear their journey. I didn't understand their music. I didn't believe it. But once you hear these interviews and once you talk to these men, talk to these women that are doing this music shit, and you hear their story, and you understand them. Libby, she's said it plenty. I learned a lot of music from Kurt. That's awesome. That's inspirational as fuck because that means she's listening to the people that I believe in. You know what I mean? She's adding to their subscribers. She's adding to their success. That's awesome. That's what YouTube is about for me. It ain't about the money. The comments and the likes mean a lot to me because that allows me to be pushed deeper into the algorithm. If you're commenting on my video in the comments and you're liking my video and you're engaging with my video, then all my interviews get pushed into the algorithms. All my freaking reactions get pushed into the algorithms. Shotty, I don't think so. Yeah, I appreciate you, Emily. Send it to me. I ain't never heard it unless it was the 16 bar. Yeah, Buckeye Creeker is a good dude, bro. J-Hop, that's a real one. D. Libby, British Bulldog. For the most part, bro, like, that's what I'm saying. That's why it hurts to see this community suffer because I know these people are good people. I think we're all just kind of, and I'll say all because I'll admit it, I get caught up in the bullshit. I think everybody gets so caught up in the bullshit and so wrapped up in the drama that's what it becomes. It becomes drama. Like everything has to be fucking drama. It don't. But listen, I love you guys. I appreciate all you. I got to get to bed. I got shit I got to do tomorrow. Remember, 6:30, maybe 6:30 or 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. Me and Loke Wolf are doing an Upchurch stream tomorrow. I'm going to drop some songs on him that I believe are my favorite songs from Upchurch. He's going to drop some on me. We haven't discussed it. He don't even know what I got in store for him. He's going to come as a guest. We're going to rock out. My audio's fixed, AD. My audio's fixed, Shotty. So don't be fucking hating on it. What's your DM, Kurt? On Instagram, I am Captain Kurt _ reacts. On Instagram, I am Captain Kurt _ reacts. Captain Kurt with a C _ reacts. Just like my channel name, but an underscore. Hit me up over there. Yeah. My audio's fixed. I appreciate you, Andrea. Like, that's the thing. I see so many people really, truly want to be supportive and they want to be in the community and they want to like one another. But I feel like there's a few rotten apples, bro, that really fucking fuck up the whole bunch. And I hate it. And I wish that we could take our positivity and push that negativity out of at least this community. Like, let's keep this fucking community somewhat of a rock and quit going after everybody and anybody. It's like people are just taking shots in the dark at this point. People that love one another are going after one another. People that hate one another are going after people that they. It's crazy, dude. I don't get it. I don't get it. But I love you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you leave a freaking comment somewhere on my. You don't have to comment on this. Go comment on a reaction. Go comment on something. Go share a content creator. Go share just Trey. Go fucking be supportive. All 39 of you, go be supportive. Go do something positive in the community. Stand up. If you weigh out all the negativity with positivity, people are just going to have to start being positive. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I'm 36. Have a good one. Peace. Creek Squad, baby.